everyone! I'm finally back with my DIY dresser building video. There will be total 3 episodes in this series, and the first one is about building the base. For the base, I used 3/4 and 1/2 inch plywood. I posted about the exact piece size I actually cut with all the details in my blog. There is a link in the description of this video, so if you want, you can check that out. Also, there is a post about how I cut plywood with a circular saw. You can check out that one too, especially if you are planning to cut plywood for the first time. So I cut all my pieces and then sanded with a 220 degree sandpaper. I sanded every surface and the grain too. Then for the end grain, I used some drywall speckling to hide the plywood layers. I think most people use edge banding, which has a natural wood appearance, but I've always patched it with the speckle. I can't really tell you which method is better because I haven't used the edge banding. If you cannot decide, just try speckling first, because it's easy to get and you don't need special tools other than a putty knife. After I patched the end grains where I was planning to paint, I let it dry and then sanded it until it felt smooth and flat. You just rub it along with your finger and sand more if you feel any bumps. Then I primed the patched end grain with a brush. You can think of this process as sealing the speckle before priming or painting with a roller. In my experience, when I primed the patched area with a roller, it always peeled off. That's how I started. I make sure that I brush prime first. I did the same thing for any knots on the surface because those knots sometimes crack without speckling patch after painting. After the brush priming, I sanded with 220% paper and then finally primed with a roller. For painting, I used Sherwin-Williams Emerald. For the dresser, I didn't really have any particular color that I wanted in my mind other than white. So I just decided to use the leftover from my attic bathroom vanity, which was extra white. If I can give you a tip how to use Sherwin-Williams Emerald, just leave it alone. What I mean is, even though you see some imperfections after the first coat, just leave it alone until it fully dries and fix it on the next coat. After you apply the first coat and try to touch it right away, it will give you a hard time. So just be patient with that paint. After painting everything, I started to assemble the base. First, I measured where I would screw or nail and marked it. And then I applied some glue and nailed to fix it in place. I always pre-drill and countersink before screwing. Those two thin panners are support panners for screwing the bottom board into them later. And now I am installing another support panner for the top board. That is half-inch back panel, and I only use the nails to install it, but lots of nails. After I put into every piece, I patched any screw and nail holes. I forgot to mention this, but I painted everything earlier except the outside of the side panels because I had to paint the side panels after this. Then we have the dresser base. I built two, as you can see. So thanks for watching the first episode, and I will see you at the next one. Bye.